Kevin Harvick gets new pit crew members. Let's talk about it. Coming up next. What is going on, everybody? All right. Kevin Harvick has gotten what he wanted. He complained after the Sonoma race that the pit crew made at least one mistake every race. So he is getting a few new pit crew members, and they are coming from the 14. Let's take a look at the nuts and bolts of the operation. New over to the 4 team are Daniel Coffey, the front tire changer, Brandon Banks, the jackman. Shane Papala, former tire changer, will move from Chase Briscoe's team. Stan Doolittle, former jackman, comes to Cody Ware's team. And Daniel Smith, the rear tire changer, Jeremy Howard, tire carrier, and Evan Markle, fueler, stay with Harvick's team. Harvick has had some strong runs lately, but slow pit stops have been the topic of discussion, most notably at Charlotte and Sonoma. This comes from NASCAR Report on Instagram. All right, so you see there that some guys are coming over to the 4 team. Some guys are just a straight up swap, and some guys are going to the Rick Ware team. So I've always thought the moves like this are interesting. If you're Kevin Harvick, of course, you think you're getting better. You're getting better, crew members and stuff like that. You've been upset with your pit stops all season. So as Kevin Harvick in the 4 team, you feel like you're making an improvement. But I've always wondered how the 14 team would feel about it. How do you feel about this if you're Chase Briscoe? Now, Chase Briscoe is a cool guy, and of course he is going to, state the party lines. He's not going to rock the boat. He's going to say everything right in public, right? But behind the scenes, if you're Chase Briscoe and the 14 team, you kind of, in my opinion, like this is just my opinion, you kind of got to be like, man, what's the deal? I've locked us into the playoffs. I've gotten a win. I've vastly improved over my rookie season. We're running pretty good, and now you're taking away my crew members. Like that would, to me, that would sort of create a little bit of drama and tension, or at least would have the possibility of creating some drama and tension within the organization when something like this happens. And if you're one of these crew members and you get moved over to Rick Ware Racing, you got to feel like they're basically blaming you for the pit stops, right? Because they're moving you down to a car that historically has not run very well, so you don't have a chance at wins. So you're basically getting demoted to a lower team. So if you're that guy, you got to probably feel some pressure that, hey, I better start performing here, or else, the next demotion is going to be not on this team. So I feel like this is a big shakeup. These guys are under a lot of pressure. You got to be good every single weekend. So there's just a lot of layers to this, but I thought it was very interesting. If you're the 4 team, I think you feel better that you're getting better. If you're the 14 team, you might be a little bit upset. And if you're the guy that got demoted, essentially, in my opinion, to the 51 car, you're probably like, well, I better get some extra practice reps in because they obviously think I'm the problem. So I just found that interesting, pretty interesting move. All right, the SRX is in South Boston this weekend, and obviously I am super pumped up about it. I will be there. If you follow my Twitter handle, I will probably announce at some point where I'm at or sitting at, so if you want to come hang out, if you happen to be at the racetrack, I will be there. Feel free to come up and say what's up. I'll be the guy with the camera, most likely. So anyway, but let's read the entry list for this real quick. Helio Castroneves, Ryan Hunter-Ray, Paul Tracy, Ernie Francis Jr., Tony Kanaan, Tony Stewart, Michael Waltrip, Bobby Labonte, Peyton Sellers, the local track hero there at this race, Ryan Newman, Greg Biffle, and Marco Andretti. And between them, you have 6 Indy 500s, 3 Daytona 500s, 1 24 Hours of Daytona win, 7 Trans Am World titles, 4 Cup Series championships, 2 Weekly Series championships, 1 Kart Series championship, 1 USAC Triple Crown, and 3 IndyCar World titles. So you're going to be hard-pressed to find that many winners at one track, aside from maybe a sportsman race or something like that. 24-hour endurance race. They do have some serious world champions there at the bigger races like Le Mans and the 24 Hours of Daytona. So aside from that, you're not going to find much more talent at another racetrack. So definitely, if you're in the area, check it out. And like I said, I will be there. So follow me on Twitter, or just go look at the Twitter page. You don't really necessarily have to follow me on Twitter if you don't want to. But check out the Twitter page, and I will try to tell you where I'm going to be at, or at least, if you're there, find some way of meeting up with me if you would like to. All right, if you made it this far, feel free to subscribe down below. If you got a comment, question, or anything like that, leave it down in the comment section. And other than that, thanks for your time. Peace.